You watching more what happened with UAE overnight? Or are you watching more what's happening with Russia and Ukraine?
I mean, I'm watching both stories, but obviously the Russia-Ukraine story is the one that we think could really move prices significantly higher. I mean, if we're talking about a $100 oil situation, it really would be a Russian invasion of Ukraine. I mean, Russia is such a large energy exporter. There are real concerns that Russia would weaponize those energy exports if they face significant Western sanctions on the back of an invasion of Ukraine. So while we are watching, obviously, the story with UAE, the Russia story, I think, is top of mind for oil market participants right now.
We've run up on all of these concerns, but do you think all of the issues are priced in at this point, or you really think that we could push to triple digits for WTI?
I mean, Becky, if we have those Russian troops cross the border and go into Ukraine and attempt to take Kiev, I mean, that is a significant catalyst for higher oil prices. I mean, we would look to have significant sanctions imposed on Moscow. And there is real concerns that Moscow might do what it did in 2009, start curtailing flows of energy into key markets to try to change decision-making calculuses. So I think this is not done yet. And again, we're really having to watch what Russia does with those troops on the border.
We have been signaling that this would be a united front coming from both the United States and Europe, but that maybe that's not quite as clear. Europe is the one that's going to feel the pinch a lot more quickly if Vladimir Putin decides to do just that and cut off some of their supplies.
I mean, Europe is so dependent on Russian gas. And we have seen, a little bit of differences emerge between how the U.S. and the U.K. is talking about the Russian threat. The U.K. over the weekend coming out with intelligence reports showing that Russia is preparing to install a pro-Kremlin leader in Kiev. And then we have the Germans essentially saying maybe we should be more prudent when we think about the application of sanctions. The German naval chief expressing some sympathy for Vladimir Putin. So there seems to be some divisions between Western powers and how to respond to the potential threat of an invasion. But again, they have all said they will impose sanctions if those troops cross the border.